Hello, it's time for another 20-minute monster, an impromptu 20-minute monster on a Sunday morning here in Vancouver, British Columbia. It is 7 degrees and rainy, as it often is. My glasses, as always, are dirty. Need to get this lens replaced, but that's not your concern. Your concern today is, I don't know what your concern is today, but my concern today is to draw an OCTOBAA. And so I'm going to do it. Now, what is an OCTOBAA? Let us read the description. Okay, here it is. The OCTOBAA. Sheep octopus hybrid. They're lumpy little round guys that look like sheep with octopus tentacles with a dopey face and an octopus-style beak for a mouth. They're generally harmless, usually just curious creatures that will move about, going up trees, wrapping themselves around their shepherd, or moving along the jungle floor. I've attached a little sketch that I did to give the general idea. And let's take a look at this sketch. There it is. They are lumpy. No legs, only tentacles? Huh, interesting. Okay. So I grabbed some reference for myself. And we can see how that goes. All right. But first, yes, now comes the part where I talk about my website, torrenatkinson.com. So visit it, enjoy it, find me on Blue Sky. I'm doing Tumblr again. So if you're on Tumblr, find me on Tumblr. What is my Tumblr? What is my Tumblr? Let's check it out. Tumblr. My Tumblr is Torrent Atkinson Artist. Is that the most recent? That can't be the most recent. View blog. Is that? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here I am on. See, I thought I posted something more recent than that. That's weird. Oh well. I thought I posted something. Oh, I might have posted in some groups, because as one of my coworkers said, I only post on Tumblr. I'm like, Tumblr? Still a thing? So I'm checking it out. And yeah, there are some communities that I belong to, like Call of Cthulhu, Fantasy, and D&D Art, and Gamma World so far. So if you're in Tumblr, come and find me. Say hello. Tell me what groups you're in. And or you can also just post in the comments below, because that's also a thing that you do. So with that out of the way, let's get rid of all this. And think about our hero, the OCTOBAA. OCTOBAA. So what I had in mind, first I grabbed, maybe he's just climbing something. So I grabbed this one here. Where are you? Oh, I just want the picture. Okay, yeah. Why is it not, what is going on here? Okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer, that's why. Okay. Okay, here's the sheep. Happy little, he looks kind of dopey. Not super dopey. I thought maybe it would be hanging by its tentacles from a tree branch. Might be the fun thing to do. So I was like, I'll get a picture of some sheep that are being held. But maybe I don't need that so much, because it has no legs. So is it just a ball with tentacles? Here's another one. Dopey looking sheep. I feel like it has to have a tail though, right? Did I just crop something I shouldn't have cropped? It's gotta have a tail. And ears. Look at those beautiful ears. Look at that. Mary had a little lamb. And then here's a fun one. Just looking at you. I mean, I don't know if that looks, there's some sheep butts here. So this is all for my reference. I mean, that looks kind of dopey. I feel like I'm just looking straight at the camera. Might be a good thing. And then I thought, well, maybe it'll be hanging for a tree. So I looked at I have a folder full of reference. And this photo is by Caitlin McLaughlin. And I feel like I'm going to take a branch, probably this branch right here, and just have him hanging down from the branch. Some tentacles. I don't know. So let's, I guess I just only need like, well, maybe we'll grab this just so I have something, because I like the mossiness of it. I like the ambiance. Jay Hosier 30055, welcome to the chat. You're my number one chatter, and you will always be number one. No one can take that away from you. So thank you. How's your Sunday going? Today I'm doing the OCTOBAA, which I just explain what everything is. And then you popped in. So, although maybe you were listening and weren't putting in the chat, so that's also a possibility. So maybe you did find out what the OCTOBAA is. But without too much further ado, pardon me, I haven't been on a stream in a while, but I appreciate how much I learn when I drop in. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Well, I hope that trend continues today. Pretty good. Excellent. It's raining here, and I just took the dog out for a walk and fed him. It's a whole thing. I don't know if you have a dog, but I didn't want a dog. Now I have a dog, and the dog takes up way too much of my time. Walking, and then cleaning him after the walk, and feeding him. Oh my God, it's a nightmare. Dogs are nightmares. But you know I love the little guy. Okay, so what time is it? It is 11:04. Sure, let's do it. Let's draw this OCTOBAA in 20 minutes. So this is my reference for the tree. Let's just put this down here. And this is my drawing layer. And let's think of our overall composition first before we get too in the weeds here. Oh, nope. Damn it. Okay. And let me grab that color again. Okay. So let's make this a bit darker. A bit darker. And I feel like OCTOBAA, the OCTOBAA will be basically here. The branch a little bit higher. Coming out of frame is fine. And then, yeah. And I really want it to have legs coming down here, but if it doesn't, in the original drawing, it didn't have legs. So maybe those are just tentacles. Oh, geez, we have 4 cats. The landlord isn't supposed to know about the maintenance crew. Isn't supposed to know. But the maintenance crew is here because we got a busted pipe. I was going to draw a little myself. Things aren't going that way yet. Oh, my God. Busted pipes. That's no good. Okay. Let's make this an interesting branch. As we listen to some Scooby-Doo music. Is that branch too big? I feel like it's... Here, let's you know what we can do. We can just make it smaller. But I want it to be more room this way. How about that? How about that? And then this is just our underdrawing. Behold the underdrawing. So, and then let's bring it up even a little bit more. Okay. So the OCTOBAA will just have tentacles. How many tentacles? I mean, it's octo, so it's got to be 8, right? I want more real estate in between the OCTOBAA and the... I mean, it doesn't have to be perfectly round. Maybe it can be looking a little bit back. Maybe its head is over here. Oh, and it has the beak. It has the beak of the octopus, which I did not photo reference, but how hard can it be? How hard can it be? Dopey. I mean, we'll look at the... And where are they coming out of? They're coming out of the side. Let me look at the reference again. 1 damaged tentacle. Yeah? Yeah. Good idea. Where is it? There it is. Here's a reference once again. There's no ears, but I'm putting the ears on mine. So 7.5, yeah. Septipus. Mostly seem to be coming from the other side, underside. So let's. It's gotta have a tail. I'm giving it a tail. And then wrap that around here. The back. Almost looks like a sloth, which is cool. Nothing wrong with a sloth. let's put this one. Let's get this one a little bit of distance between. Feel like it should have longer. There we go. Okay. Okay. More space on the bottom for its tentacles to really droop down. And what else should it be doing? Should it be doing anything? I don't want it waving high. No. That's too goofy. Stroking its chin? Pulling something out of its mouth? No. That's all weird. I mean, this is a weird creature, but. Maybe we put like a, yeah, we'll put like a, this is its belly under here. So we can just have this one. Oh, I kind of want them all drooping. I feel like it's funnier if they're all drooping. They're just all drooping. This one. 1, 2, 3. There's 3, and then the other 5 are gonna be right. Which ones are the front ones? Which ones are the back ones? I feel like this is gonna be a front one, and then this will be a front one. So maybe these ones are back ones. Although it should have 4 on each side, though, right? Right? I mean, it's a mutant thing from a post-apocalyptic setting. So we don't have to get too wrapped up. Tentacles. I mean, what do you call them? Suckers. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This works. This works. I kind of feel like this one should be more in the middle. What if I just moved it? Adam, hello. Scratching? Scratching? I mean, scratching that's actually not a bad idea. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going to make one of the tentacles like half tentacles as well. I should just move both of these at the same time. Here, hang on. Give me a second. Don't rush me. Move this one over here. And that should be fine. I think that's fine. So which one will be... Maybe we put this one. This one is... You know how sometimes they grow back, and they start to grow back on the tips of the ends there. This is more. Okay, I think that's the basic. It's really crouching the borders there. Encroaching? Cramping? Crimping? So, that's our general setup. Let me check out. Like directly? Like looking directly at him? At us? Let me save my work here. How are we doing for time? 11:11. We're okay. I think we're okay. Like what if? What if it's looking directly at him? How dry I am. But it's got the... It's gotta have the... Here we go. Here we go. I'm learning how to draw lamb face. Looks like he's got something in his mouth. He may well have something in his mouth. But, all right, let me research octopus beak. Beak. That's pretty gross. The buccal mass. Look at that. Is that a real? Do octopuses have beaks? Oh, it's pretty disturbing. Don't put your thing in there. Octopus beak. Here's a nice one from a squid. It looks like giant squid. Yeah. Surrounded by the buccal mass. Look at that. The buccal mass. How could we forget the buccal mass? We must not. What happened to my... There we go. Why did that disappear? Okay. Yeah, close that. Get back to my octopus beak. Here's one. Here's a pretty good one. I feel like this will give me... I wonder if I wonder if... Okay, let's do... Look at that. You can... Oh my god, look at this guy. That's pretty great. So it's like a thin beak on top and a wide beak on the bottom. So let's try that. Dopey. Is this guy dopey enough? Like, I want to give him like cephalopod eyes. Something like that. Let's try it. Womp, 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 womp. Okay. And a nice sharp pointy beak. Off to the side a bit. Sure, let's do that. Okay, so okay. We're gonna go to our final now. It's happening. Let me look at my tree again. My happy little tree. I mean, where's the light source? I get the light source. Light source is kind of coming from top left, but we can kind of do whatever we want, right? But sure, let's do it. How raggedy, shaggedy, raggedy that branch is. Okay. Okay, this is new layer. New layer. Let's make it red. And we're going to go to our dark color here. And it's going to be shaggy. It's the shaggy branch. Like how there's a lumpy bump there. I want to put some lichen on it. Why not? Always 3 lichens there are. Okay. Oh, we got to get rid of the OCTOBAA. Oh, that's not a different layer. Okay, we can make our layer so we don't get confused. Let's make our back layer. And then, how are we doing down here? I feel like I want a shaggier brush, but let's just do what we were doing here. Maybe I do another layer of shading, and that can have some shagginess in it. No, you know what I'm gonna do? What was I? I was on 20. Okay, and we're just gonna let's just draw this, and we can erase. Let's get a little share one of those. The underside. I mean, that looks like a tree, doesn't it? Yes? Somebody say something! Doesn't matter, I'm not looking at the chat right now. Okay. So, this is our... Let's get some more wigglies coming down here. Here's a little, I don't know, here's a bug. Alright, so that's our tree. We got our tree. We're happy with our tree. Go tree. Okay. Now, moving on to our... how are we doing this? This is okay, here we go. Let's get my brush back down to... I think 25 is fine. And then it'll come back around. Right? So I started 4, so 24, so we got 8 minutes left if we're gonna make it. If we're gonna make it. Put some texture on it, I guess. Here's some suckers. We don't really see the suckers on this one, but we can on this one. And then, how am I going to do the wool? How am I going to do the wool? This one's kind of useless. Let's get rid of that one altogether. That one, I want more woolly wool. Yeah. Yes. That's the ticket. Okay. Let's see how I can do this here. Yes, yes. There she is. There she is. Shaggedy old thing. Oh, that's the ear. The ear goes here. All right. Basically just copying what we're seeing here. Although there's a tag in that ear that we are not going to use. I like it's got this head bump in the middle of its skull. And I feel like... Is this... We don't need to be a slave to the anatomy of the sheep. I don't want to make it look... It's kind of looking a little evil right now, but we don't want that. We want it to look dopey. Twitchy ear. Man, let's just make it all black in there. And then here we go. Dopey sheep. Kind of creepy. Maybe it needs more of a sleepy look. Sleepy sheep. You dopey looking sheep. Okay. Is that a dopey? That's kind of dopey. I feel like its eyes should be bigger. One eye is definitely bigger than the other, but we're gonna move on. All right, so we got the... Here is the front beak, and here is the back beak. People who look at this are going to be like, what is going on with his mouth? And they're like, you just don't understand the anatomy of cephalopod beaks. And, yeah. What's going on in the chat? I closed the window. They primarily eat crabs, so they needed to crunch. Squid, goat, sea. Parrot style, maybe. Liking this drawing so far? I get it. Moss. Okay. All right. And then how are we going to do this here? How are we going to do this? It's kind of a... We're running out of time now. It's not really looking too much like, or as much as the cephalopod beak that I would like. And I don't know how to fix it. But, let's give him those sideburns he's got. Those great sideburns. I said shave those sideburns, mister. This is not quite what I had in mind when I started the drawing. But it's not bad. I don't think it's bad. I just think it needs more something. I don't know what. Okay, let's zoom out. Take a look. Maybe its head is too big. And maybe it could be more. Looks a bit pig-like. Let's tilt it. Maybe that'll help. Skew it a bit. All right. Yeah, okay. Tentacles. Let's draw these tentacles. We're running out of time. We're going to see some. Right? These would all be like, I'd be able to see these though. Lord knows I've drawn some octopus tentacles in my day. I should be better at it. Okay, and then this one's hanging up. Let's do, what are we doing here? Let's do this one wrapping around in the front. Like, I feel like really, this one should be going like this. Because if this is coming up from underneath. Right? Something like that. These little suction discs there. Good enough. Here's his little poofy tail. Oh, we're at time, so we're going over. Nothing can stop that now. There's a little mutant one. So this one, again, this would be able to see all the suckers. You suckers. Until here. Woo! Something like that. Maybe a little bit more over here. And then what's going on over there on this side? More the same. And then this is just the shaggy. The branch is shaggy. Our OCTOBAA is shaggy. There's a lot of shagginess going on here. But no shagging. Okay. I think we're getting pretty close. Pretty close. All right. This can all be. This could also be just black. What a mess. What a mess I'm making. Okay. But we're closing in. I'll give a little tease of the suckers on this one. Something happening in the chat. Would buy expired aspirin from this creature. A very fluffy gentleman. Like a koala mouth and nose. Kind of. Hey, Alan. Alan's here. It's supposed to be a squid beak, but it's kind of hard to read. It's not my best squid beak I've ever done. Of all my many squid beaks. Not my best. And then the last tentacle. Here we go. I guess it would be on this side. I feel like I'm kind of rushing at this point. So I'm going to do another. I have a lot of commissions happening right now. I'm going to try to do another one. I'm going to take a break after this one. Maybe get a bit of a breakfast. And come back and do another one ASAP. And it might be sketches for CamCon. And it might be the second in this. I feel like we're pretty much done, right? The OCTOBAA. Let's get rid of our... okay. Let me fix up. Let's just tweak a couple things up here. And then... the OCTOBAA. What's the... What makes me think of the Autobahn? What was that? Was that 30? Something like that for the shaggy. For the shagginess. Let's do... Shall we? Shall we do a mid-ground? Let's take all this, delete it. And by mid-ground, I mean... we'll just do black. Let's just do black. And we will... yeah, what's the opacity now? Make it lighter. Something like that. Alright. And let's change brush. Let us change brush to this one, which is what I usually use for. And then this can really, I hope, get that. Oi, 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 oi. And then I don't know how much this is helping. But it's fine. It's fine. Is it fine? Is it okay? Are we done? Dopey. I feel like the eyes. Let me see if I can do something with the eyes. I'm gonna save my work. Let's go back to my drawing brush, which I think was... What was it? Damn it. Ultra Bleed? Sure. And then let me get this color back. Actually, it's already there. This is it, right? Yes, this is it. All right. Let me just see if I can fix this eye. Just to make it look maybe a little... If they're gonna look dopey, then nothing's more dopey than wall-eyed. Could be more wall-eyed. Is that too human looking? Let me consult my reference once again. Let's go in real deep. Nope, wrong layer. Let's go in so deep. We're getting deep into the... We're diving deep into the eyes of this sheep. I feel like I'm in the right idea, but the execution is failing. Let me try. Let me just try again. Maybe give us some eyelashes might help. And then over here, what do we got over here? And then we'll just put the eyes. I don't know if that helped, but it changed. It's different now. Let's get a little reflection on both sides. And that's so dumb. Yeah, okay. So this is and let me make a new. This is 20-minute monster. 20-minute monster. 20-minute monster. This is not from Dungeons and Dragons. The OCTOBAA. I need OCTOBAA. Yeah. For Wet Goat Games, post-apocalyptic zine for Mutant Crawl Classics. Neon Jungle. So I guess the only thing I need to do now is put that at the bottom there. And a signature might be useful. And we're done. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say. Let me get this down to... Let's put it over here. Tauren. 2026. Yes, we did it. The other creature in this group... let me see. Not a happy camper. His name was Billiam. Looks like it has telescopic vision, which would be incorrect for a prey animal like a sheep. Just an observation. You say that, but there's goats that had them, and pandas are herbivorous. Yes, indeed. Okay. The other creature in this commission is for the second sketch. I'm looking for a weird mutant goblin creature with a big mouth and teeth that eats big crystals. Maybe it's got claws for digging crystals out of the ground. You can really do whatever here. I'm mostly looking for something strange. Well, hopefully I can do strange. So maybe that'll be another 20-minute monster later this day, or maybe I'll do some sketches for CamCon. And then what else? There's something else. Doesn't matter. That's all for now. Like and subscribe. Support me on Patreon. All the things that you like to do. And gosh, thanks for joining me. Thanks for contributing to the chat. Just make it a goblin with no features on its face, but a big lamprey mouth. That's cool. Let's get the Stranger Things going on there. Okay. Without further ado, I will say goodbye. I will see you next time on the internet.